we're back at Triton's Lodge. Today, real fast, we have to clear this tomato bed and plant garlic. I don't know what I'm doing, but come along anyway. For reference here, we're in the first or second week of October. I think we're in the second week of October. I just got my garlic. I was worried it was going to come in too late. It's all seed garlic from a nursery, more expensive than buying it from the grocery store, but I don't know if anybody knows this yet, but I'm fairly obsessed with getting different varieties of things. The ones you get at the grocery store, there's only one kind. I'm sure I'll try those in the future. This is 7 different varieties, heritage variety from a local seed company. And I've never planted garlic before. I don't know if I'm planting it correctly now. I have the labels and I'll go over them in a minute. But the reason that I'm clearing this out today is I don't have anywhere else to plant it, and I think it's going to be a bit odd because I'm not digging out the roots of all the tomato plants, I'm just cutting them off. So we'll see how easy it is to actually dig the garlic cloves in. We'll see if this experiment works in the future. Alright, I'm moving you. It's too boring doing this by myself. So these failed little onion greens were supposed to be a border in between each of the tomato plants. They were all indeterminate tomatoes, but because they didn't sprout and didn't do anything, I don't have a harvest from them. I am going to let them decompose in place. Did have quite a nice harvest from the tomato plants. However, they were also affected by frost, so it was quite late. It sort of half killed all of the plants in this bed. Some of them came back with a vengeance, some of them did not. Just go over the labels for what the tomato plants were. I had orange icicle, black icicle. I'm still undecided about these. I'm not overly fond of them. They were very affected by the frost and by being root bound. I'm going to try them again. We'll see how it goes. Amy's apricot, stand out, amazing, amazing. I will grow that every year from now on. The most flavorful cherry tomato I've ever tasted. The most flavorful tomato in the garden, period. If I could get a full-size tomato that tasted like that, it's all I would grow. This was, there were Walla Walla onions that I planted from the seed. I had black icicle, cherry, that was another paste tomato. All the icicle tomatoes are, I believe, from the Ukraine. They are paste tomatoes. Not heavy yielders, probably because of the frost. And so I'm not sure. I don't have enough information to see. So I'll grow them again one more year, give them another chance. Principe borghese, this is by far the most vigorous plant. Didn't fruit the most, but very affected by the frost. That's an Italian drying tomato. It sort of looks a little bit like a tiny, tiny plum tomato, or a slightly oval-shaped cherry tomato, but it is for drying, very good for sauce. They produce really well. I'm definitely growing this again. Very vigorous plant, produce very well. And I want to experiment a bit more with the fruit. Black cherry. I only got 3 or 4 black cherries because it was the most damaged by the frost. It was almost dead. I'm amazed it came back at all. These are supposed to fruit very heavily, but I didn't see that because of the damage. I'll be planting more next year. The ones that I did taste, I really liked the flavor of, and as you can tell, I have a preference for the strangely colored tomatoes. Andean. Absolutely delicious, very vigorous, came back after the frost. Really nice fruit, nothing spectacular standing out about it except for the flavor, which was very nice. I'm pretty sure each time I ate a paste tomato, I was like, this is really good. I think that was an Andean, just because it was one of only a couple of red paste tomatoes that I had, and they're pepper shaped, so they're quite distinctive. I'm going to put that to the test next year. I didn't do direct comparisons this year, it was just too much going on. Another Principe borghese. That was another orange icicle and another Amy's apricot. So I had tried to plant them in pairs, but one of them I lost the label for. I'm not actually sure what it was in the end. I think it ended up being like a normal, like not a cherry tomato or a paste tomato. I think it was just a standard tomato, but it only had 1 fruit, so I'm not sure if it was a stunted fruit or what it was. So that's what I planted in here before. And I'm going to tell you now what I'm going to plant in terms of the garlic. These are all from a Nova Scotia company called Hope Seed. I was going to get all 10 varieties because I do that. But they were sold out of 3, so next year I'll have to be quicker off the mark. I have, and I know know there's a difference between porcelain garlic and rocambole garlic. One of them is good for roasting and one of them is more, it has a spicier characteristic. All of these are hard neck garlic. I haven't found soft neck garlic that grows well in Nova Scotia yet. I know they exist and I'll be looking for it. We have a garlic fest here every year apparently, so I'll be cutting that down hopefully next year. What I did get is, this is Chestnut Red. It's a purple stripe variety. Phillips Rocambole, Northern Quebec, which is a porcelain hardneck. Porcelain Quebec. Susan Delafield, that is a porcelain variety. Italian Purple, I got twice the amount of cloves off of this as all the others. All the other ones is just about 4 cloves, quite substantial cloves. So they're just all going to have 1 row each. This one had 8 cloves of a substantial enough size to plant, so that's actually quite impressive right off the bat. Also I'm Italian, so I'm biased. That is a rocambole variety as well. This is Carlton Queen, it's a porcelain variety. And then Lochiel, which I just love the name of because it sounds like it's Elvish, but I don't know where it's from. That's a rocambole variety as well. They're each known for different things. I'll be interested to compare and contrast them. I don't know how I am going to be using the garlic in the future. I tend not to use bulb garlic all that much now, but as with a lot of other things that I'm planting, when I have it there, I will use it. So we'll see which ones work out best. If I tend to like larger cloves or smaller cloves, we tend to like the hotter, the spicier, the roasting ones, and which ones are just generally more vigorous. And it'll be narrowed down over time which ones we end up planting. Also, would be really fun to be able to give garlic to people. We'll see. I don't know how much garlic I can go through. My mother uses it more than I do. But again, I may start using it in everything. Like the Maritime Gardener. Just because I have it available. So we'll see. This is the first year. It was important to me to record this just because this is the first year. This is where it's beginning. Things often don't kick in for several years with gardening. And if I'm doing a video 5 years from now and I have 60 cloves of garlic to plant, I want to be able to say, hey, check out that first video when all I had was 1 individual bulb of garlic of 7 different kinds, and we'll see where it evolves from there. Look how big and fat these cloves are. That's Susan Delafield. They're supposed to be very big plants. Big scapes. You can already see the difference in how these are going to be useful. So the Susan Delafield is these humongous fat cloves. Like, I imagine that would be great for roasting. It's less fussy to get a large amount of garlic. It's probably about a tablespoon of garlic, and you could just do 1 clove, less cutting and fussing with it if you're making a large meal. This is Lochiel. It's got more cloves, but they're smaller. So there's like 2 or 3 small cloves. Again, they're all hard necks, so it's just 1 outer layer. And then this is the size of the largest clove in the bunch. There's 3 that are this big and then several that are smaller. It's still sizable, but it's not nearly as big. However, there's more of them, so if you don't need a tablespoon of garlic, it'll be easier to reach for this. I'm only going to be planting the largest ones. 2, 3, 4. Probably get about 5 out of that. Can you hear the pheasant? I'm not from Nova Scotia originally. I love the sound of the pheasant. To me, it always makes me think of like King Henry VIII going on hunting parties. Very European sounding bird to my ears. This is Carlton Queen, another one. Like Susan Delafield, massive cloves, only 4 of them. It's funny that you may prefer one variety over another just based on the size of your family or the size of the meals you cook. This also affects the kind of scapes they're going to be making. I've never had garlic scapes, so that's going to be a fun experiment. Chestnut Red, this is the purple stripe. Very middle of the road. Couple large cloves, couple not so large cloves. That would probably be fairly good as if sometimes you need a large amount and sometimes you need a smaller amount. Don't know what the flavor's like though. Northern Quebec. I'm really looking forward to this one for some reason. I think it's going to be extremely flavorful. Probably I'm biased because family is Italian and they're from Quebec. These ones have nice plump bulbs, not as massive as the other ones, and 5 instead of 4. I'm not going to plant the 5th one because it's half the size of the others and will create a bulb that's half the size of the others. This is the Italian purple. This had moderate sized cloves but twice as many, so it's quite a robust head of garlic. Didn't come apart very easily. So the cloves range from wee little ones to quite substantially sized ones. This is about half the size of the Susan Delafield ones, but it's still a large clove of garlic, larger than you would get in the store. I'm going to plant almost all of them, just because I was interested in how many cloves I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I might as well do 2 rows to have 8 instead of the 4, which came 4 or 5, which came from all the rest. I won't plant the very smallest one. Now you'll notice I didn't dig out any of the tomato roots. They're right here. This is an old tomato stalk. That's going to decompose down over the winter, theoretically, and hopefully feed these plants. See if it works as well in practice as it does in principle. Technically, you shouldn't really plant, if you're doing like crop rotation, you shouldn't plant alliums twice in the same bed. So I did have these tiny pathetic non-working onions, but they're not diseased, they didn't grow to maturity, and there weren't that many of them. So I'm taking a risk because I don't have anywhere to plant these at the moment. I'm still going to plant the garlic here. If they all come up diseased next year, we will know that that was a total failure. Really pleased to see these worms. This was, as I said, compost that was purchased from elsewhere and topsoil with layers of cardboard and sticks and leaves and stuff underneath. So the fact that there are worms in it means they've come up through the ground. The base must have composted. It was a pretty thick base. Like, this is just really a small amount of soil on top. I didn't have enough for the whole garden, so it got stretched pretty thin. That means that it's working. That the worms are loving it and they're around. So yay for worms. Okay, but you're like right here. You have to be right where I'm doing tentacles. Putting back some of this thin little mulch. I don't know if it could be the reason. Other than that, it looks naked. No, not naked soil. Clothes on the soil. And there you are. The very first year in the house. The very first year planting a garden. My very first time growing garlic. We'll see what the results are next year. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This is Triton's Lodge. Bye.